Hello, and thank you for your interest. My name is Lauren Chadwick, and I am representing the Basic and Applied Memory and Cognition Laboratory run by Dr. Jeffrey Gibbons in the Psychology Department here at CNU. And we are presenting on the fading affect bias's relation to video game and non-video game events. Past research has demonstrated that the fading affect bias is a constructive coping mechanism that accords to the fact that unpleasant affect fades faster than pleasant affect. On the other hand, video game usage has been shown to have relation with unpleasant outcomes, events, and affects such as depression, anxiety, and stress. The current study combined these areas of research together by evaluating the relation of the FAB to healthy and unhealthy variables across video game and non-video game events. Video game events involve video game play. Non-video game events are any other type of event that the participant in the study reports and that does not involve video game play. We examined pleasant and unpleasant video game and non-video game events in the current study, which is a replication of Gibbons and Bolden, published in 2019, by adding a grit measure. We hypothesized that the FAB would be robust and that would be larger for non-video game events than for video game events. Additionally, we hypothesized that the FAB would be positively related to healthy variables and it would be negatively related to the unhealthy variables. Lastly, the positive and negative relations of healthy and unhealthy variables were expected to be moderated by event affect and combined together to predict the FAB. There were 140 participants, all being CNU students, and made up of males and females aged 18 to 23 seeking research credit. The measures included were demographics questionnaires, mini markers, the Big Five questionnaire, PANIS, and the positive and negative affect scale, depression, anxiety, stress scale, or the DISS-21, the IGDS or Internet Gaming Disorder Scale, and a grit scale, and lastly, the pleasant or unpleasant video game and non-video game event recording area. For the procedure, a Latin square was used to counterbalance the event order. Firstly, participants received informed consent. Then participants completed the questionnaires and rated emotions at the time of the study, with -3 being extremely unpleasant and +3 being extremely pleasant. Additionally, participants rated the rehearsal of the video game or non-video game event. Also, the participants recorded when the emotion in question started and finished fading. Various results were found. The FAB was found to be robust with an F value. The first graph, being this one, shows the difference in fading affect levels across unpleasant and pleasant events for video game and non-video game events. Video game events showed more fading affect across pleasant and unpleasant events than for non-video game events. Video game events also showed a larger difference in fading affect between pleasant and unpleasant events than non-video game events, meaning that video game events showed a larger fading affect bias than non-video game events. For the second graph, it shows how negative PANIS is negatively related to the FAB. Fading affect is stronger for unpleasant emotions and lower quintiles of negative PANIS. These effects can also be seen in neuroticism, anxiety, depression, and stress. The third graph shows how positive PANIS is positively related to the FAB. Fading affect is stronger for unpleasant events than for pleasant events, and higher quintiles of positive PANIS increase this effect. These effects can also be seen in our findings with grit. The fourth graph shows a three-way interaction of the fading affect bias of video game and non-video game events across quintiles of negative PANIS. The non-video game events showed a stronger negative relation between negative PANIS and FAB than the video game events. Lastly, graph number 5 shows a three-way interaction of pleasant and unpleasant video game and non-video game events across quintiles of Internet Gaming Disorder, or IGDS. The negative relation of FAB and IGDS was stronger for non-video game events rather than for video game events. Altogether, the findings extended and replicated the findings of Gibbons and Bolden, published in 2019. Future research could include another replication, including another type of grit measure used for reliability. Also, future research could investigate the effect of an internet live stream consumption on the FAB. Thank you again for your interest. Please leave any questions below, and thank you again.